Hey everyone, welcome to the Alba Method and day 18 of our 30-day movement challenge. So today we're going to be incorporating and integrating some HIIT and cardio movement for a fitness fusion flow. We're going to be getting the heart rates up, getting our entire body moving for a total body workout. You might want to grab a bottle of water for this one. Other than that, you're just going to need your body and your mat. When you're ready, I'll meet you there. Okay, today we're going to start in a tabletop position. So go ahead and come to all fours. As always, with the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And I want you to start with tucking the toes under and just finding some activity and energy through the arms, and just take a moment to check in. Gripping the mat with your finger pads, taking a couple breaths here and just noticing how the body feels today. Make sure you have a nice, strong, stable foundation through the hands and the legs, and then start to pull the low ribs in and kind of resist gravity with those hands. Take a couple breaths here, just breathing in and out, expanding through the lungs. And again, just getting connected to your space, to your body, and to your breath. Good. From here, I want you to start to just tick-tock the shoulders side to side, getting into those wrists a little bit. Taking some clockwise circles, again, just warming up the body. And going clockwise for a few directions. And then switching directions, just finding some slow, subtle movement here. Good, and then come back to your center and really grip the mat with all 10 finger pads. Walk your knees towards your hands just a little bit closer. And from here, tucking the toes under, you're gonna lift your knees off the mat, coming into almost a cat round spine here. So pulling the low ribs in. Feeling the core immediately turn on, look down between your knees and then hug the knees together as you feel some energy, heat creating. And then gently place the knees on the mat and find a cow face pose. So stretch the belly, lift the gaze, tilt the hips. Good, do that again, pulling the low ribs in, get strong, start to resist gravity, strong through the shoulders, strong through the core. And then release those knees, coming into that cow face pose. Lift the gaze. Lift the chest. Good, again, adding on this time, pulling the low belly in, finding that cat round spine. Now bringing those knees off the mat, start to get light through your feet. We're gonna take that right knee and we're gonna draw it up towards our right tricep and then come back to center. Then that left knee is gonna touch that left tricep. And we're finding these little baby mountain climbers, just moving through the legs, using our core body to really get those legs moving, get our heart rate up. So start to go back and forth between that right and that left side, just touching the knee to the tricep, coming back to that crouched position. Final 4. Stay with it. 3. Not moving too fast, not moving too slow. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Gently release the knees to the ground. This time bring the tops of the feet flat. Sit your hips to your heels and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, just take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, extend the arms, and lift the chest. Good, release that. Coming back to your tabletop. And this time we'll come into downward facing dog. So start by pedaling out those heels. And just taking another moment to check in with the body, check in with the breath. Start to lift your heels, pressing through the balls of the feet. And then lower the heels. And one more time, start to lift the heels. And lower the heels. Take your feet a little bit wider. Good. Start to shift back forward to a plank position. Pulling the low belly in, squeezing your glutes, and then just shift the hips up and back. Good. Do that again. Shifting forward into that plank position with the feet wide. Exhale. Downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Good. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. This time, as you inhale, shifting forward to a plank, step your right foot forward towards the top of your mat. Coming to the outside of that right hand, get light in that back foot, meet that left foot to meet the right on the outside of the mat. From here, you're going to stand all the way up with the feet wide, palms touch. And then we're going to come all the way down, planting those palms, step back, come into that downward facing dog with the feet wide. Good. Again, shifting forward to plank. Step forward. With that right foot, step forward with the left foot. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, come all the way down. Bend the knees as you come down. Stepping back to your plank and coming to downward facing dog. So these are very slow burpees. We start with that left leg now. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Coming all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees as you drop down. Plant those palms, step back to your plank first. Hold, and then shift those hips up. Again, left side, left foot steps forward, right foot steps forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bend those knees as you come all the way down. Step back to your plank and shift back, downward facing dog. Again, right foot this time, right foot steps forward. Left foot, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, bend those knees as you come down. Step back to your plank first and shift the hips up. Good, left foot, right foot. Coming into that squat and then come all the way up. Bend the knees as you come all the way down. Plant those palms, step back. Come into that downward facing dog. Take a breath and let it go. Good, adding on. Step forward with that right foot. Left foot meets. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, come all the way down. Bend your knees, step back to your plank. Pause. Coming halfway down, press back up. Shift the hips up and back. Left foot steps forward, right foot steps forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Squeeze your butt at the top and then bend those knees. Plant your palms, step back. Coming into a chaturanga push-up, mid-plank, and then pressing back up. Shift those hips up. Right foot steps forward, left foot steps forward. Last time, inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend those knees as you touch the mat. Step back to your plank, set it up. Coming halfway down. Press up, shift those hips up, take a breath, let it go. Good, step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward. Stay in that squat position, bring your hands to heart. Good, so here I just want you to pulse up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those arms, straighten those legs, palms touch. Take a little side body stretch to the right. Good, and come back to center, take it over to the left. Good, coming back to center, hands come back to heart. Drop back into that squat. Again, pulsing, 8, 7, getting those legs involved, 6, 5, belly in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and fold over the legs, finding a wide-legged forward fold. Just take a breath, let it go. Good, stepping back to your plank. Reset and pause. Beautiful. Hands in line with the shoulders, feet in line with the hips. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Bending the knee, step through to a lunge, placing the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, pause. So we're going to push off that back foot. We're going to pull our left knee into the chest. You're going to extend that left heel, get this quad involved, and then bend the knee. We're going to come to a deep lunge here, letting that left knee hover right above the ground. Good, left knee pulls in, extend the heel. Heel pulls in, step back, hover that left knee. So creating it piece by piece. That front leg is your anchor. Extend that heel. Bend the knee, step back, hover that left knee. 3 more. Knee pulls in, extend the heel. Heel pulls in, extend the knee back, hover. 2 more. We've got this. Step back, hover right on the ball of that foot. Last one. Good. Coming into that hover, pause here. You know what's next. Start to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to straighten both legs, keeping your back heel up. Bring your hands to your hips. Pressing down and forward into that right foot. Find your balance and start to shift forward. Bring the upper body parallel with the ground and then lifting the chest. Shoulder blades come onto the back. Do that again. Shift and come up. Good. 3 more. Controlling that movement. Squeezing that left glute to keep the legs strong. Last one. Good. Inhale. Coming back into that lunge. Bring your left foot to meet your right. Finding your hands at heart center. Just take a breath. Good. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Fold forward. Good. Step back to your plank and hold. From here, coming down to your forearm plank. Good. So set up your forearm plank. Shoulder, elbow, wrists in line with each other, creating that L shape through the upper body. Pulling the shoulder blades away from each other. We're just going to shift forward and back. Shoulders shift forward and then press through those heels. Continuing that heart rate increase. Keep your breath fluid. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Adding on. You're going to shift back. Lift that right foot, point the toes. Release, shift forward and back. Left foot lifts, point the toes back. release, forward and back. Remember not to sink in the belly, keeping everything strong as you create this movement. Good, keep going. It's a slight shift forward, pressing back through the heels, left leg lifts, shift forward and back, right leg, good, 2 more, shift forward and back, left leg, good, shift forward and back, right leg, pause, coming all the way down to your belly. Walking those elbows into the ribs, press through the tops of the feet as you lift the chest. Just breathe here. Feeling the back muscles get involved. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and extending those arms out in front of you, coming onto the pinky edge of your arm. Bring your forehead down to the mat. And then pressing through that left hand and that left leg, just lift your right arm and your right leg. Release, switch sides, left arm, left leg. Remember to keep the belly off the mat. Good, again, right arm, right leg. Release, left arm, left leg. Good, here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, maintain that line. 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now we lift both arms, both legs. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands underneath you. Tuck your toes. Shift your hips up and back. Come into downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Good. Inhale, reach that left leg up. Exhale, step through to your lunge, placing that foot between the hands, setting it up, and then inhale, come on up. Good. From here, same thing. Hands are going to come to heart, pulling my right knee in. Extend that right heel, pulling the heel in, hovering that right knee right above the ground, and then coming back up through center. So one fluid movement with the entire body. Hover that right knee. Good. Right knee pulls in. Extend, bend, step back, hover. Make sure that left knee stays over that left ankle. Good. Again, hover that right knee. 3 more. Let's go. Good. Halfway down, coming back up. Right knee pulls in. Extend, pull in, and lunge. Last one. Coming back to that hover and pause. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to straighten both legs. Keep your back heel up. Now from here, take those arms up overhead, finding Tadasana arms. Pressing down and forward into that left foot, start to shift forward. Now right here, spin the palms. As you come up, pull shoulder blades onto the back, elbows squeeze. Inhale, shift forward, Tadasana arms, gaze down at the floor. Exhale, lift, elbows pull together onto the back, squeeze again. Shift, Tadasana arms, keep those legs strong. Elbows squeeze together. Shift, good. Elbows squeeze together. 4 more. And squeeze, good. 3 more, extend and pull back. Good, 2 more. Good, continue to breathe. Last one, pull those elbows back and pulse. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. 8, 7, 6, stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend those arms, pushing off that back foot, coming to the top of your space. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring hands to heart. Good, just pause here. Take a breath, let it settle. Beautiful work. Inhale, reach those arms up. Good, and fold forward. Over those legs, take a halfway lift, coming back to your plank position. Good, coming back down to your forearms and pause. Pulling the belly in, keeping the legs nice and strong. We're going to start with these hip dips. So we're going to roll to the right, keeping our upper body strong, using our obliques, using those side core muscles to spin side to side, staying on the balls of the feet, moving side to side. Here's 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4. Stay with it. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to your center. Release your feet. Release your legs. Coming back into that Sphinx pose. Elbows pull towards the ribs. And then release everything. Bring your arms down by your sides. Bring your palms to the mat. Keep your shoulders on the back. Keeping your head up and your chest lifted. Good. From here, just lift the back, lifting the chest, and release. Good, keeping the hands down, just lift shoulders, lift the chest, and release, working that back core now. Pull the belly in, finding little tiny back crunches, lifting up, down. Not fully releasing, but using those low back muscles to lift the chest. Last 4, 3, 2, keep those glutes strong, and 1, bring the hands underneath you. Bring yourself back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath and let it go. So good. Good, step forward towards the top of your space. Keep the knees bent, keeping your belly to your thighs. Start to reach your arms forward. Good, just standing up, straightening the legs, start to lift the heels, squeeze the glutes. Bend the knees, coming back into that squat. Again, as you straighten the arms, straighten the legs, lift the heels. Those arms are there to keep your balance, not to use for momentum. Good, keep bending those knees, deep squat, and then lifting the heels as you extend. And you might wobble, that's okay. Pressing through the balls of the feet, try and hold the top and the bottom of each pose. And if you stagger or fall, no big deal. Good, 4, keep going. 3, 2, and 1, hold, squat and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, come all the way down. Take a halfway lift here. Exhale, step back to your plank. This time, drop down to your knees. Shifting forward, shoulders over wrists, coming halfway down. So shoulders in line with elbows, and then press back up. 3 more. Press back up, coming into these tricep dips. Good. Last 2. Last 1, hold and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Press yourself back to a quick child's pose here, extending those arms out in front of you. Just breathe. Good. Coming back to downward facing dog. Pause. Beautiful. Good. Right leg reaches up. Stepping through that lunge, pause. Spin your back foot flat and come into warrior 2. Hold here. From here, we'll set up horse or goddess. So spin both heels in. Hands will come to the knees to get your balance, and then bring hands to heart. Good. Taking the hands behind the head, stay strong through the belly and stay strong through the legs. Start to draw one elbow towards one knee, and then come back to center, keeping the legs strong, just moving the upper body, getting back into those obliques. Good. Moving side to side. Maintaining that crunch and that stability through the upper body. Good. Last 4. Remember to hit center as you come back. 2. And 1 more each side. Coming back to center. Hold. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come back to that squat. Lift your right heel. Just pulse that leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that heel. Left foot. 8, 7, almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach those arms up. Start to move back to the front of your space, reaching those hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Just pause. Take a breath in and let it go. Good. Releasing down to your knees and shifting your hips to one side, extending those legs out, bringing the hands to the knees. So you want a soft bend through the knees, planting those feet, really rooting down through the feet, and then we're going to lean back, pulling the belly in, reach forward. So we're going to lift up with the arms and come back down. Lifting up and shifting back. Good. Lift up and shift back. 2 more. Just moving through that core body now. Good. Coming back to center, pause. Now as you lift up, you're going to take that right hand, lean back, touching the outer edge of the mat. Come back to center, shift. Reach that left arm up, tap. Come back to center, shift. Good. Again, right side. Come back to center, shift up, shift back. Left arm, come back to center, shift up, shift back. Again, right arm, come back to center, shift up, shift back, last one, left arm, come back to center, shift up, shift back, take your feet with you, pause in this modified boat. Good, we're gonna come to this low boat, so extending the arms, extending the legs, and then upper thighs to low belly. Extend the toes, extend the legs, upper thighs to low belly. Here we go, here's 4, stay with it, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the feet together and the knees open, take your hands behind your head, back is on the mat. Squeezing the feet together, touch knees to elbows, and release, touching the outer edges of the feet to the mat. And then we come right back to that position. Elbows towards the knees and release. Elbows towards the knees, release, good. Try not to slam the hips down. We're not using them for momentum. We're controlling that lift up and controlling that lift down. Last 5, good. 4, 3, stay with it. Last 2, and last 1, good. Pull knees into chest, release your head. Take a big breath in and let it go. Beautiful work. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees open wide and just pause here, feeling this space, feeling this energy. Good. Closing the knees, bring your hands down by your sides. And if you've got a knee injury or tight knees, you always want to take your feet a little bit wider and a little bit longer. So from here, start to lift your hips up, squeezing the glutes, pulling the belly in and up, and now bend your elbows so that you're pressing through the backs of the arms and the palms are facing in, almost like robot arms, I like to call them. Good, and then you're gonna hover those hips 1 inch above the mat, squeeze as you lift, everything hugs in. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the thighs, good. Don't let those hips rest on the mat. As soon as you touch the mat, you're lifting those hips right back up, pressing through the back of the head and the backs of the shoulders. Last 4. Good. 3, controlling that movement. Last 2. And last 1, lift those hips, hold, squeeze, hug those inner thighs. And release. So good. Pull that right knee in, extend your left leg long. Flex the foot. Take some ankle circles in one direction and then the other. Good. Switch that out. Good. Switch that out again. And then draw that right knee over to the left as you cactus that right arm. Take a twist. Letting everything settle, letting everything absorb. Just feeling the difference in the mind, the body, the breath. Good. Coming back to your center. Switch it out. Pull that left knee in and twist over to the right. Cactus that left arm. Just breathe. Even 20 minutes a day makes a huge difference. Really can shift that internal energy, that internal dialogue, and just kind of reset. So come back to center, pulling both knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, and use that to rock yourself up to a seat, coming cross-legged at the top of your mat or sitting on the knees. And as you inhale, just reach those arms up. We'll take one final side body stretch over to the right, reaching through that hand. And over to the left, reaching through those right fingertips. Good, coming back to center, take that twist over to the right, using that hand on the knee to guide you. And twisting over to the left. Good, come back to center, inhale, reach those arms up, and exhale, just bring hands to heart, bow your chin to your chest, honor yourself first and foremost for showing up, for taking the time, for carving out the space. And as always, you get to keep this energy, you get to take it with you the rest of your day, the rest of your week, wherever you are in the world. Bringing your thumbs to your forehead and just finding some gratitude here, finding that space, that breath. And in that gratitude, we bow to this practice, to this work, to all things. Namaste. Great job today, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.